DHT. My name is Ashton. I'm a professor for a university that we shall keep nameless right now. I was doing some digging around the library where I had found a strange looking bookcase that had a two-headed dragon on each end, but it looked like it was missing a piece or two to complete it. So I had to do some more research and found that the other pieces were in a museum that was only a few hours drive from me. So the next day I loaded up the directions in my GPS to get headed that way to look up where the museum was going to be closing. It was going to be closing at 9 p.m. I should get there between 12 and 1. It will give me time to do a little bit more research when I get there. I was able to see with my own eyes the piece, hopefully, when I get there. So I pay the entry fee of $25, look around. It was a World War II museum with ancient artifacts, like helmets, guns, and ammos, and all sorts of stuff. Then I seen it there, along with all sorts of desk paperweight. It was two pieces, a skull with a ruby center and diamonds in it. It was legend to be a key fortune of riches from the doings of the German army of sorts, but it had been lost in time. It seemed to be discovered now. All I had to do was get my hands on it. So I wait till it closes and stake it out. I had to wait and see if there's a way to enter. Luckily enough, there was enough time for me to get in through the basement. As I was crawling my way through the place, I had to put something down so I could get back out the way I came in. I had to use the light from my phone in order to see I was going in the basement door. I was getting overwhelmed by a feeling of dread. Then I seen it go away. Once I get out in my hand to the passenger seat of my car, I set it down and it starts to fade away. As I'm heading back towards town, I began to get a little tired, and I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open, but somehow I managed to get back to my place around 3 a.m., but I'm not able to fall asleep. I keep seeing the skull in my mind's eye. It's piercing my mind, and it's compelling me to go back to the university right now. I will do my best to go right now. Right now, it says. Go! I heard it in my head, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm a little scared now. Now I get back to my car and head back to the way to the university. As I'm going there, it's quite a challenge tonight. There's fog on the road to appear. It was intense, so I had to turn on my hazard lights. As I arrive, I get in, I creep along the hallways, and then I pick the lock to the library room where I need to go get the pieces together. As I put the skull and the dragon out of my backpack, I try to put them together, and all of a sudden a big light of beam shoots out towards me, towards the wall, and it makes an opening of sorts. Then the bricks begins to crumble, and I get my light and start to walk towards the wall that had just opened. So I had to go see what was in there. So I walk on in, and it's quite cold. It feels like it's 50 degrees. Oh man. So I walk down the path with my flashlight for a little while and see how far it goes down. I'm walking, and it seems like I've been walking for a few hours. Then I decide to head back. I'll come back, and it seems like it keeps going. I don't have the right time now to go. So I go back to the entrance and get to the bookshelf and put something in front of the hole so no one can see it. Then I'm able to get out without being seen, and I get back into my car. I have a fear of dread all over again. Once it starts to come over me, I don't know what to do. I quickly pull the car over and get out, get a little fresh air. Then I get back in. When I do, I check my mirror of sorts, and I see the skull and the snake eyes staring at me. I must be seeing things. Come on now, snap out of it. As I get out of my trance-like state, I'm all of a sudden parked back at the university like I never left. Now what's going on here? So I get back and make the move to the bookcase, get back into the area, and keep walking and walking. Seems like forever when I hit it. It's a T path of ways. A picture on the wall, not sure of what it is. It says the Halls of Alexandria with an arrow. Very strange. Why would a hole in a library lead to the Halls of Alexandria? As I enter a large space of books and tomes that went to the ceiling, stacks and stacks beyond the eye could see, I suspect out of a small back corner of a book, and then someone saw me and said, "Hey, you there." Before I could get back to where I was, I had been surrounded by the people. They were wearing ragged clothes and not what I looked like, some sorts of maybe a spaceman to them. So they had to see my clothes type before they were in awe of it. Come, come, they said. They led me down the big hall and out to the market. Nothing but eyes stared at me. Now, come, come, they said again as they dragged me along the streets. And they blindfolded me and knocked me out. As I awake, I'm in an area I cannot believe. A coliseum of sorts. No, no. Then I hear a lion roars. Oh no, looks like I'm going to be lunch meat. Don't go searching for lost treasures. You might get stuck in the past somehow. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe.